Welcome back to Cypress Bayou Boerboels. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button so you can have access to our latest content. So today we're going to be doing another Q&A. Today is another controversial one for a few reasons. So look, let's just get to it. We have a question here. We always keep everybody anonymous, right? But this person right here truly is anonymous. You don't have any profile pic. You're not following anybody. You don't have any followers. It looks like you just created this to get on here and ask me this question. Okay. So the question refers back to a previous video I did about price gouging in the Boerboel world. Okay. And so the question gets right to the point. Who the hell are you to say what price gouging is? What you said makes absolutely no sense and is non-factual. Somebody kind of a little educated, factual, they said. Mind your own business and worry about what you have going on. If you can't explain things clearly, don't explain things at all. Okay, so I figured, you know what? That's a good one right there. We can kind of drop some facts on that one right there. So first of all, I don't think that was a question. It was kind of a question mixed with a statement, but we'll turn it into a question. So what we can do is come up with a formula to determine if people are price gouging or not. That formula would be, let's say you take 10 breeders, okay, 10 Boerboel breeders, you find out what the price of their dogs are, you add all of those prices up, divide it by 10, that will give you an average price of what a Boerboel should be, okay? All right, you have that price right there, okay? Or you can do 20. Let's do 20 of them just to cover all bases. Do 20 breeders, add up the price of all of their puppies, all of their dogs, and then divide it by 20. That will give you your average price. Factor in the current economy right now and the fact that we're in a recession. The Fed went up on the interest rate twice, 3 times. Factor all of that in, okay? Now, you have the price gouging that we talked about in the past. We were saying we came up with a baseline number of $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000. Okay. And stay with me on this video because I'm going to recap on that and I'm going to give you some more examples in the future at the end of this video. So stay with me. Okay. So in the past video, my examples of price gouging were, I gave you the example of the steaks. If I'm selling $1,000 steaks here, I put them on Instagram with all my nice filters. You get over here, you find out that I'm buying all my steaks from Walmart and my kitchen is as filthy as it gets. Do I really have $1,000 steak or did I just sucker you and price gouge? Okay. You gotta look at all the pedigrees. You gotta look at everything. Does this person have a kennel or do they not have a kennel? Are they actively involved? What are the registries? Do they have one registry? Do they have multiple registries? All of these things are a factor that determine the price, or they should. Now, you can say this is my opinion, but I think it's common sense as an adult. You do it when you're buying a house. You're doing it when you're buying a vehicle. You do it when you pick out the school that your children go to, if it's private or something like that. You do it when you buy your clothes. You factor all of this stuff in. You don't just pay the price with a blindfold on, okay? Here's another example for you for a price gouging breeder, okay? For this person out there, whoever you are, I hope you're watching this video, and other people that are out there watching this video, you can go through this process yourself. Take a breeder that you think is price gouging. Let's say he's selling Boerboels for, again, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, okay? Look at the pedigrees of the mom. Look at the pedigrees of the father of the puppy you're supposed to be buying. Chances are extremely high, 98 percentile chance, 99% chance that they bought the mom from one kennel and they brought the father from the other kennel. Okay, so that means they don't have their own true bloodline, right? They don't even have that, which would constitute a higher price because that means you put in the work and you got 3rd, 4th, 5th generation dogs. Okay, but they don't have that. So mom comes from one kennel over here, dad comes from one kennel over here. Now this kennel over here sold mom for $3,000. This kennel over here sold dad for $2,500. Now the price gouger has these dogs and he breeds them and has puppies Sure, the puppies look good on Instagram, but now the price is $8,000. It's $9,000. It's $10,000. That's what I'm talking about with price gouging. Now, who are you to say that these are $9,000 dogs? Okay. The price and the scale is set. Like, I don't determine what that is, and I don't care what the product is. Okay. Now, if you can manipulate and sucker people into buying them, then I cannot knock the hustle. If you can get $1 million for a dog, great. Okay. But for every product, the scale is set that determines the price. You want to buy a Honda Accord will be from $20,000 to $30,000, $40,000. Okay. The material that it takes to build it, the hours, the man hours, the longevity of it, the engine displacement and all of that. If you're buying a Lamborghini, the price is higher because it's handcrafted, way more power, all the material is high end. The scale is already set. Okay, so I'm not just making this up on the fly. We just thought it was something to talk about. But I hope that answers your question right there. And if you do the math, if you go through the formula that I'm telling you about, there's no denying it. It's price gouging at its finest. Look at the pedigrees. Mom came from one kennel and this guy's selling her for $2,500. Father came from another kennel. He may be selling them for $3,000. Price gouger gets the dogs and breeds them, makes them look good on Instagram, and now all of a sudden he's selling them for $8,000. If you don't think it's price gouging, then that's on you. It could be subjective. If you like paying a high price for things that look good on the gram, well, I tell you what, I'll do something special for you. I ironed my shirt for this right here, and I think I look good. Go on ahead and send me $10,000. Cypress Bayou Boerboels. Stay tuned for more content.